Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your hosts with the most. Slick, Tony, Gino, and 10. Boys Night Out.
It's the boys night out. Hunting for some honey, know what I'm talking about. Make some noise right now. Tonight it might get a little wild. Cause it's the boys night out. Looking for some honeys, know what I'm talking about. Make some noise right now. Tonight it might get a little wild. Yeah. What's good Wednesday? Come on tonight Thursday. It's the boys night out. Yeah, we gon' get it on right now. Said it's the boys night out. Tonight I might get a little wild. Hot boy, full of bombero. Still burning fire like Nero. We sort of on settle. Magic in the city, got rice? Yeah, man. Gilly Smith, Tony, get a whiff. Lubricant with slick Rick, slick talk. Somersaulting, how these haters get flipped off. You know the Q, I'm Gino Q. Gotta cover GQ. What's up, 10? How you doing, huh? It's the boys night out. Hunting for some honey, know what I'm talking about. Make some noise right now. Tonight it might get a little wild. Cause it's the boys night out. Looking for some honeys, know what I'm talking about. Make some noise right now. Tonight it might get a little wild. Yeah.
And is not recommended for a young audience. If you're easily offended, annoyed, or discover that this radio show is just plainly stupid, tune into another station or go yourself.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. Yeah, man. They're listening and watching. 6:24 on the clock. The boys are out tonight on a very wet Taco Tuesday.
The wettest.
Wet no wet. My name is Slick Rick.
This is Tony.
My name is Gino Killiamore. Tin Gamboa is not around.
Absent.
What happened? Akala ko ba? Ano na?
Where is she?
No, wala.
I know she's
said
fixing
she
her house.
tried.
No.
She's not. She's not.
She said last week, she told me, I'm not going to be here Monday, Tuesday because I'm going to fix the house.
Yeah.
She mentioned kasi na parang if she gets to fix it, she'll be on Zoom on Tuesday.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Yeah. But
we have a jam-packed show.
we do have a jam-packed show. I can't believe what you actually got.
We have Tomboy Philippines in the house. This is the first ever pageant for tomboys. It's not the first ever in the Philippines, but it's the first, I guess, major.
So
pageant.
it's like super organized.
Yeah,
now.
because
and that has this much traction.
Yeah. The other ones have been small bars lang, like in O Bar.
Okay.
I believe in those LGBT community bars, if I'm not mistaken. This one is going to be on October 15th at Music Museum.
Okay.
So it's pretty big. Malaki siya.
So magfa-finals pa lang sila ganun.
Yes.
So how many people?
There are
40 candidates?
30 candidates. I tried to get all 30 today, but they're all in different parts of the Philippines. And I'm gonna fly them in. So
well, you can afford it. I mean, you have
you
your
want
own
me to fly out and then pick them up? Pwede naman. So ano lang, siyempre I have to be there a little early, no? So kunwari parang nasa Siargao, mga 1 week, ganon.
So we do have, I think,
Just for logistics.
Yeah.
I think 6 or 8 are coming. I think 2 more are on the way, and we'll get to them in a short bit later on, and we'll find out what it takes to actually be part of
what it entails.
Yeah, Tomboy Philippines.
And how they felt it's like a big thing now.
Yeah, because the last time I saw they said Showtime had it.
Yeah.
2014 pa.
Right.
Was the last time they were
Has it
actually
been that long?
represented. Yeah, they've never had a
Really?
representation since 2014.
Well, it's just funny, no? Kasi, I mean, obviously there are so many tomboys here.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, in the gym, like first off, where I work out, there's a few there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and that's how I found out.
But I actually want to find out if tomboy for them is acceptable. Kasi I always thought that it was kind of
like it's slang.
it's a slang term, diba? Na parang, so that's also what I wanted to check.
If it's okay.
If it's okay.
I think it is
Yeah.
because on the
Well, I mean, that's what it's called.
officially, the branding is
Yeah.
Tomboy Philippines.
Right, yeah.
That's the company name.
It sounds
Oh.
kasi like like something that was
It's like
invented in like the 60s.
It's like an old school term, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of like, oh, are we allowed to say it?
Yeah, I know. It's
Right?
like
Because a
it's
lot
like
of
the N-word.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Na parang, am I only allowed to say it if I'm one of you? You know
I
what I
think
mean?
the N-words are much more.
No. You get it. Not
I
in the
agree
same,
with Tones.
not in the same
That's like-
harshness as the N-word, but more of like the idea behind it that you can only say it if you're one of them.
I was watching Saturday Night Live. Speaking of Saturday, the N-word, I was watching Saturday Night Live, and they said they have the Black Superman,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Oh, let's not even go there, man.
Foul.
Oh man, there's so much.
And the guy,
I don't want to accidentally
and
slip
who's the
and actually
who's the
get
guy?
up.
Who's the stand-up who came out with a special on Netflix? The black comedian with the
Dave Chappelle?
no.
Oh, which one?
there's
On
another
Saturday Night Live. Is it?
What's his name?
I see his
God.
face.
But anyways, it was the white guy on the on the Saturday Night Live news update.
Yeah, the husband.
Colin and Jost.
Yes,
Colin and
yes.
Jost. Yeah.
So
they're hilarious, man.
Yeah. And they rate for each
guy
other.
goes-
Yeah, so they never, they have zero control over
Yes.
what they're gonna say, right?
And then
And they only see it right then and there.
right off the bat, he goes, "Oh wow, it's so fitting that there's going to be a black Superman." I was like, I try not to crack up, and the guy goes, "Yeah, it's so fitting because it's so right that there would be because Superman really didn't have his parents,
He
right?
didn't have his father.
No, he was left by his folks.
Yeah, he was left by his folks, you know.
And then the kryptonite for this Superman is a real paying job.
Yeah. I love the clips between the two of
Yeah.
them. Man.
Oh my god!
I mean, those two are just.
Oh my
man, they take it to another level. Where,
Tapos, diba, see, there was a time, it's Colin that's married to Scarlett
Yes.
Johansson,
Yeah.
and then Jost wrote a joke for Colin to read about ScarJo. Na parang something to do with like
Low blow.
no, what was this the AI thing? The voice.
Yeah, parang medyo parang kung ako yung asawa ni ScarJo, para i-deliver ko ba to?
No, parang you were saying, why just have the voice?
Yeah, I mean, that's not what we're after. But I swear, they're so hilarious, the two of them.
Yeah, those two.
And it's
alone.
such a good concept na it's a white dude writing for a black guy and
Yeah.
a black guy writing for a white dude.
It's friggin'
And na
hilarious.
yung itsura niya after he delivered it, parang, damn! Like, yo, you're the one who wrote this.
Yeah.
And he gets those passes. I mean,
Yeah.
each other they get the passes
Yeah.
because they're writing for each other.
That's true.
Yeah, but then I mean, if you have any, I don't think there's anyone else. There
No,
couldn't be
that's doing that
couldn't
specific.
do it. Yeah.
No.
I mean, those two are just hilarious. Galing nila.
Oo, tapos yung mukha pa ni Colin kasi when he's delivering, alam mo, alanganin siya the entire time. Because obviously, he's the one na medyo mas kawawa eh. Kasi syempre, it's the minority that he's talking shit about.
And the thing is obviously he's reading it before he's saying it, but then
You see him laughing,
You
like-
see in his face like, oh,
You
no.
want me to air it?
Yeah,
why not?
You could.
I mean, it's a clip anyway.
It's a clip.
Yeah,
it's a clip.
I mean, everyone has probably seen it.
Yeah.
And, it's one of the it's one of the better segments of SNL.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, so Alvin,
Alvin,
we should have a contest on the show na last one to laugh.
Who's the bigger
No,
racist?
last to
Like,
laugh.
damn.
No, last to laugh.
Okay.
Pwede din. Last to laugh. So the
I
listener
don't know,
would have
man.
we have different
but-
clips, different comedy clips each,
okay,
each
so
night.
or what we should do, like,
Or you get a point na lang
because
kasi
Tin is always the first one to crack up.
okay, but here's the thing. If I submit it, then I'm less prone to laughing.
No, you're
no,
out.
you're out.
You're
So
out.
everyone will have their
You're
own
out.
baon.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, pwede.
So we could do that.
Yeah.
Tapos. But for sure, Tin will be probably the first one to laugh, unless it's like super.
No,
Like
they
a-
laughs at
Okay.
Anything?
Yeah,
Okay.
All right, so here we go.
In which Superman is black. And a black Superman actually makes a lot of sense when you remember that Superman was abandoned by his parents as a baby.
I like that. There's
Well, I
more.
knew you'd like that one, so here's another one. Warner Brothers is producing a new movie in which Superman is black. In this version, black Superman's kryptonite is an honest day's work.
Yo, I love their faces. It's the fact that he's trying to stifle his laughter.
Oh my
You should see their
gosh.
clips. They're hilarious.
Yeah.
They really are.
Okay. Very good, very good. In other news, what did I get for you, Alvin? I told you today we'd actually do it. We did the 8-year-old.
The driving.
That sounds wrong.
Yeah, the
We did
8-year-old
the
stealing
8-year-old
the car.
stealing the car, driving the car to
There it is.
Target. There you go.
There you go. That sounds so much better.
Because someone's gonna take that clip. They did it 8
Oh, look at these pedophiles.
Yeah.
What the hell are they talking about?
No, this one's also for fathers. Alvin, I bumped it up on the news on your chat group. So if you're a parent that's really, I guess, with everything that's going on in the US of A, it's pretty crazy and
There's
scary.
another shooter.
Oh, did
That
you
was
see?
another-
Yeah, there were a
Nuts.
bunch of guys that got out of the vehicle and they.
It's madness.
That's
and
nuts,
and
man.
did you see the guy in I think in New York City?
No, so
The car?
No, I didn't get
he
to
was
see that
he was
one.
chasing a car, rammed him, and there's people like having coffee on the side.
Yeah.
And he still started ramming him, and then they actually rammed the SUV
To the sidewalk
to the sidewalk,
where the people were
and
having
then they
coffee.
took something inside the SUV, and they took off. But it was like something you'd watch on a video,
In a
like
movie,
one of
yeah,
your
yeah.
one of your video games.
What? Excuse me.
What
My
do you call
video
that?
games are so.
Yeah,
My video games are not violent at all.
No. But there's that other clip. Did you see that guy like he's wielding a machete, and then the thing is
It's wild.
And the thing is, he's walking, and then all of a sudden, this guy in his car, his SUV. I guess he wanted to stop him,
Yeah.
hit him, then he let go of the
machete.
Yeah, and then everyone they start to jump him.
Oh, wow.
They started to beat the
Damn.
crap out of him. He started to run, and
Wait,
then,
was he actually trying to harm anyone with a machete?
yeah.
Okay,
He was
okay.
saying something,
Okay,
and
that
then,
makes sense.
And then everyone just started to beat the shit out of him.
Okay. Power to the people.
Okay. So
Okay.
this is
Ito, there's a there's an accompanying news article
here we go.
that goes along with it. Ito na po mga kaibigan. Courtesy of our friends from pep.ph. Father installs CCTV camera on daughter's head to protect her. Ito naka-power bank. Laganap ang karahasan sa kababaihan sa Pakistan. Kaya kinabitan ng isang ama ang kanyang anak ng CCTV sa ulo para na mamonitor niya ang bawat aktibidad nito at maprotektahan laban sa posibleng attacker. Naging viral sa X, formerly Twitter, ang video clip na in-upload ng user na si AKPSJill1 last September 6, 2024. Nilagyan niya ito ng caption na next level security. Makikita sa video or sa photo ang surveillance camera
That's
na
crazy.
battery-powered.
Ayan.
Nakakabit talaga siya literal sa ulo ng isang Pakistani. So basically, for those of our friends who are just listening and not watching, there's literally a board on top of her head. Tapos alam mo yung parang TP-Link na camera. Yung pangbahay.
Pambahay.
Pangbahay. Tapos yun yung nakakabit sa ulo niya.
Yung wifi.
Alam mo yung may GoPro naman. May Insta360 naman. But no.
Is the Insta360 live? Or you need to put in a
No,
SIM?
you have to put an SD card.
No, you can't.
But even with okay,
Oh,
even
you can? You can?
even with
I
that,
thought sabi ni ano,
you need the
what's his
card.
name?
You need a card. You need it.
The new one is live eh.
the X4, maybe
think
there's
so.
a way to.
Sabi niya, he was
Maybe there's a way to
he
link
wanted
it to one
give
of your
us
social
one and
media
put it in
accounts.
here.
I think you can, but then I
there's
think
a way now.
Yeah, there's a different way to
Yeah.
do it. You have to connect it to something.
Yeah. Pero ito ngayon nakatawa kasi like kunwari, that CCTV, it's not gonna be live unless you have like portable
Yeah.
Wi-Fi just going on and you know you can access it. And it's also a type of CCTV na you have to plug in at all times. So ano yan, may backpack siya na may power bank tapos doon nakasaksak.
I think these are
She got like the Starlink everything.
the mga praning na
bank
parents eh. I mean, all of us at one point have had our parents, you know, put on the clamps.
Yeah. Oh man, I can imagine how difficult it is now. Like, okay, all of my kids.
You have a girl and a boy.
All of my
What
kids
you
have
talking about?
AirTags in their backpacks.
Okay.
No, that's definitely needed.
Yeah, pero diba, like, can you imagine if they had that during our time? Lalo na
Oh,
ikaw,
yeah.
Tones. Yari ka.
Oh, yeah.
Alam na alam
Yari
ng
ako.
parents mo kung nasan ka.
Oh, yari ako.
Diba? Tsaka wala
Oh,
kang,
man.
kasi even if you say na parang, oh no, this is an invasion of privacy. That doesn't fly in the Philippines. There is no invasion of privacy for Asian parents.
Yun ang gagawin nat. You know, if my parents did that
Yeah.
back then, like, yeah, I always turned off my pager. That was one thing. Turn off the pager.
But you can't turn it off.
The AirTag, you can, but you can always leave it somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, you can take it off. Unless you don't know
So
where
I
it
am a
is.
byproduct of parents who are super strict, or my mom's super strict.
Yeah.
Same.
So I know every palasot.
Okay.
I would go to your house.
Yeah.
I'm staying at Gino's. Okay, mom.
Yeah.
Bye. AirTag, put it at your house,
And then leave.
and then leave. Gino, I'm gonna leave the AirTag at your place. Ha? Just if my mom calls, ikaw na bahala.
Damay pa ako. Para dito, opo,
No,
dito po si Tones.
Tapos si Gino, he forgets and he leaves too.
Ano po ginagawa ni Tones dyan? Bumabanat.
Like my friend Jay, my best friend Jay. Oh my gosh, my mom would call him X amount of times. So what I do is,
Yeah.
I have to go on the girl that I was dating at that time, my girlfriend. I'd have to put it speaker.
Was that the last girlfriend you ever had, Tones?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. And then he would put his phone
Yeah.
on the speaker. What, mom? What?
Gets.
Meanwhile, I'm at my chick's house.
I'm at my chick's house.
I'm at Bebe's house.
And speaker, and oh man, my Jay would get the most brutal mouthing of my mom, like just, and my
You
best,
just go off.
he'd be like, yo, you gotta get home. It's like 3 a.m. bro, we got class. I'm like, no bro, I'm still busy.
Sarap, bro.
Yeah, I'm still busy.
Chow.
Yo man, when you're 17 bro, you ain't going home.
The bad guy. I mean,
Yo,
Tony
you
got the taste, and he's like, okay,
It's too
buffet.
good. It's too good to let go.
Buffet 24/7.
Yo, breaking house rules was the goal. Like that's you're at the height of, you know what I mean?
I wouldn't say it was the goal.
Yeah, for me it was like
Oh, maybe for him.
for me
Alright.
getting out and being with someone older, I was like, yo, this is it. This is my chance.
It's on a different level.
Because all my other friends wasn't getting any.
Yeah.
They were all like just trying to hold hands, trying to
Right,
get on
yeah.
first base, second. I was like,
But you were already doing it.
you did the home run.
I was like, yo, I was only guy with a girl who could drive.
Right, because you dated older.
Yeah,
Instead
she was the older girl. So I get picked up from school and yeah.
So you were the Shohei of your time.
no, not really, because there were
So how old is this girl now?
this girl, 10-year difference.
Oh man!
No, 5 years, 5 years. So college na siya. I was
She's in the nursing home now.
Golden Acres.
third year. Going into third year.
She's in hospice
I
now.
remember those beautiful times. My little Asian boy. She has the heart of the ocean now.
He made me feel so young.
But do parents still ground their kids or wala
I
na?
think-
It's internet now. Right?
I feel like that's the number one punish. Because, honestly, like, even if you ground somebody now, like,
Wala,
there's always a way to...
You stay
know.
home.
Okay lang. I just go on the internet, diba?
I'm staying home. That's fine, Mom. I'll stay in my room as long as I have my phone.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bigger punishment to actually take away like data and internet. So maybe, but I'm pretty sure there's still parents who ground their kids.
No,
No,
it's
like
data.
our friend Tony and Taide, like his kids.
They
His
get
kids-
grounded?
They do. And their grounded is like you said, it's more technology.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Is that he will block their
Give me your iPhone. Give me your Samsung. Here's a Nokia 5110. No!
as in he blocks the Wi-Fi. They can't use the computer. They
Right.
can't use the PS.
Yeah.
They can't use the TV. Nothing at all.
Pero ang tricky lang dyan, no? Because you know how, like, especially with technology, the next generation is almost always better. Almost always better.
Yeah.
What if you think you're being so sharp na parang, I'm gonna limit their access, but they have like a way of actually...
A secret phone?
Maybe. Could be. But okay, kasi secret phone, you can still check the registry of your Wi-Fi at home to see if another device is using it.
Seriously?
Yeah, you can. But,
Unless they're like in a condo and they know someone else's Wi-Fi.
yeah, or
Or if they have
they have a
friend
hidden SIM
nearby.
card
Yeah.
where they have like, their own data or whatever,
True.
which is not really that hard to do. Diba? So,
Yeah, I would have another, which I do.
diba? Yun nga yung
Like
ano
those smart bro things, right?
Parents think that we're being smart, but children will always find a way around it. That's what you
That
did
is
to your
true.
parents. That's what I did to my parents. And I'm pretty sure that's what our kids will do to us. You know?
Man, my parents thought they knew, but
Yeah.
they didn't know.
Yeah. Or they do, pero alam mo yung parang, paano pa natin
I don't think they
lalabanan?
know the gravity of
What
the
you
shit
did?
I've been doing like my whole life.
Yeah.
I think they think. Well, I think moms always think that their child is innocent.
No.
No.
I think moms always know
Do they?
what their sons are
I
actually
don't know
up to.
because my mom didn't know
They
it was
just-
on this show.
They just
Like they don't.
They'll sweep it aside, but then they kind of already know.
Yeah, my mom had
Like,
this
my
thing
mom's
before
clueless.
na parang, so I used to smoke nga, diba, in high school and college. So I'd have like, those minsan pag naglalagay ka ng pack of Yossi in your pocket.
yeah.
You get the little
The filter.
tobacco leaves.
Yeah.
And then my mom would always like, because she would do the laundry. And she'd be like, oh, why do you have tobacco leaves in your pocket? Then I'd always be like, oh no, it's, my friend, nakilagay lang. But she always knew. You know what I mean? This is more of like, you know what, fine.
She's just acknowledging it, but then
no,
she
I
just
know.
wants you to know that I know.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I think there's a lot of parents that are like that they know, but then for a fact they're like, okay, this is part of growing up. Even though your mom, you may
They
say
can't
that
ground you for life.
Yeah.
You know?
they'd want you out of the house.
I kind of
eventually.
want to ask the parents.
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
Let's go. 863108999.
Or even, hey, some of the kids out there, have you been grounded?
Or stuff that you did that you thought you did. Your
Then
parents.
you thought you were so clever
Yeah.
na parang
Yeah.
feeling mo, ang galing-galing mo, naiwasan mo parents mo. Pero
But
deep
then
down
eventually
inside, alam
they
naman
knew.
pala nila.
Yeah. What are some of the fast ones you thought you pulled off from your parents, but alam ng nanay tatay.
Tsaka
na-
generally, what I noticed also, like women in, again, this is generalization. They won't even tell you that they already know something.
Yeah.
Women in general. Diba na
Yeah, that's
parang
true.
they'll just use it when the time is right. Parang kunwari nahuli ka na tapos dininay mo pa rin. Tapos sabihin nila parang, paano yung time na ganito? Tapos parang, you're now caught in this whole like, crap, so you've always known.
I feel like all the girls always just come straight forward in my face. Who's this?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow,
Who's this?
they come right in your face.
Ayos ah.
Yeah, like straightforward, like no chill. Like, yo, who you with? Yo, someone saw you.
Well, because they know who you are and how you are.
They don't keep it. I think only because I'm out and about.
Oh, there we have somebody calling.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, boys. Good
Hey.
What's up, man?
Gino, what do you think of the F1 last weekend?
Sorry, what?
F1.
Oh, F1.
F1.
Yeah, what about?
He didn't see you.
I message Gino from time to time. This is Matty Boy, by the way. Gino.
Oh, hey, what's up, man? Yeah. Wait, did you get to watch F1 or no?
I watched just but I had friends who watched, so hopefully next year I'm planning to watch.
Oh, nice, yeah. Oh, wait, was there ever a time na feeling mo nakalusot ka na? Tapos yun pala, or akala mo parang clever mo na sa parents mo na parang, nagpalusot ako, tapos parang hindi nila ako nahuli. Pero,
Yeah. Well, back in high school, no, Well, I went from a school na usually pag mga soiree, usually AC girls ang kasama.
Uy,
So,
mukhang medyo konyo school to Kasi never kami
School ko si
nagkaswari
Tomboy
with...
eh.
Sabi na Kasi never kami na partner sa AC as a soiree.
Wow, sorry.
Oo, ka-school ko. Actually, bubble din ako pero hindi kami nag-abot ni Sam.
Nice. Ano nga ba yun?
Kaya tawang-tawa ako when I
Halikinu.
saw si Sam was doing halikinu dyan sa studio.
Okay, so what happened in high school?
Yeah, but anyway, nung high school, way back in high school, uso pa nun yung Glorieta.
Yes.
Yung may malaking time zone.
Tapos yung
wow.
one of the first Starbucks
so-
branches was there, right?
It's still there. The time zone is still there.
Exactly.
Even the Starbucks.
Starbucks is still there too.
It was the biggest time zone
Yeah.
the longest time, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but anyway, nagpaalam ako sa parents ko. Sabi ko, we had a project.
Mm-hmm.
So, yun the usual project. Tapos, yeah. So, we went there to meet with yung mga nakasama namin sa soiree.
Of course,
Doon
yeah.
pa kami, if you remember, yung sa time zone, yung may sinusuntok.
Siyempre kasi papakita ka na tunay na lalaki ka. Diba? Like, tignan mo yung high score ko. Ano.
Sobra, di ba? Tapos yun, nung nandoon kami sa area na yun, nakita ko yung brother ko paparating, nasa likod yung mom ko.
Nako!
Project pala, ha?
So
Sabi
nahuli
ganon.
ka talaga?
Nahuli talaga ako. Pero sabi niya nga, di ba, parang, I think they know. Kasi,
Tumawa na lang or something.
bago ko, yung mom ko, hindi niya ako pinauwi. So, parang, niya, okay lang. Sabi, what happened pa was, ito, baka kailangan mo ng additional cash dyan.
Wow!
Baka kulangin ka.
Nice, super nice of your mom, man. No.
Or
Super
sometimes,
nice until I got home.
oh yeah. There are some moms that won't make you pahiya in front of
Make it a scene.
Yeah, and then they'll just like,
hassle naman, diba?
No, not my mom.
but
Drags you by your ear.
Yeah.
Like, go!
Oh, my mom?
but
No
then
way,
at
no
least
way.
you're lucky now. Okay, and when you get home,
Yeah.
that's when you get in trouble.
Yeah. Well, actually, sabi ko nga, hindi ka ipapahiya, yes. But in a subtle way, I think she did. Kasi ang uso ng mga phone noon was yung Nokia 6210.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when she caught me, when I got home, meron akong Philip Savvy na one-liner.
Oh, pinalitan.
Pinalitan. So
Oh,
parang inaano ko yung,
yeah.
may mga kaibigan mo nun, naka 6210,
Oh.
5110.
Pero at
biglang
least,
ikaw hiyang-hiya ka.
Meron. Sa akin, kinukuha talaga yung phone mismo. Tapos, ang argument niya is, I paid for that phone, so give it to me. So, tinalinuhan ko.
Tama.
Bumili
Pero
ako sarili
isipin mo
ko SIM
naman,
card.
Jean, kadate mo, mga taga-AC, tapos
no,
ilalabas mo.
bro, asawa ko taga
Philip
AC.
Savvy.
Gets. Sobrang gets.
Good job, my friend. You gotta get out there.
That's it.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Have a good
man.
night.
Appreciate
Alright.
it.
Bye.
Solid din yun no? Ang ganda kasi nung area of time zone Starbucks Glorieta.
Yes.
Kasi you'll watch a movie in the cinema, which is where time zone is. But while you're killing time, you go to time zone, you hang out with people, and before that, you meet up at the Starbucks, which also had a smoking area
Outside.
diba? So parang okay rin siya mangilala ng tao kasi parang, do you need a lighter?
And everyone just comes in and out.
Yeah.
It's like the melting pot
Exactly.
of all the schools.
Yeah. But hello.
Hello.
Hi. What's up, man?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So, nakakaya.
Oh.
Hindi ko alam na nag-exist yun. I used the credit card sa Motmot.
Ay.
Then, siya, supplementary. So, nag-text siya doon sa mom ko.
Oh, wait. So, if hindi mo alam na ganun, I wanted to find out, ano yung feeling mo mangyayari pag ginamit mo yung credit card mo? Parang automatically mababayaran lang siya, ganun.
Alam ko naman, pero hindi ko alam na magte-text sa mom ko.
So feeling mo sa bill na lang lalabas, ganun.
Yeah. And then, ang alam ko rin is lumilitaw siya as restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah,
parang a
tama.
different name.
Some
It's
establishment.
random
a
name.
corporate
The
name.
problem is, I told her na I need to go to work.
Oh,
But then,
oh,
nag-appear siya around some
Hassle.
midnight.
Tapos working ka na nito?
Nights.
Nag-midnight.
Sinabi mo sa mom, I was working it, mom.
Hindi, alam mo, pag ganyan, ma'am, nasa office kasi ako, tapos wala akong maliguan, pero ligong-ligo na ako. So,
Ayo.
nagmot-mot ako para lang maligo, tapos umout na ako.
Ito si
Veteran moves. Veteran moves.
Gino
Ano na tayo Kumbaga,
Magaling si sir.
Ilulusot mo na lang Paano mo in-explain? Nagpalusot ka pa ba o wala na?
Wala na, hindi na ako nagpalusot sa nakain.
Kasi tumawag siya on the spot pagka-swipe.
Okay. Yeah. Usually moms will do that eh. Pag
Pero ito, no, medyo recent lang to because they haven't really done that like in
No, it was, I think, more than 8 years ago.
Okay, but
I was
not
surprised then.
not before 2010 for sure.
Yeah.
So before that,
Then I found out na nagte-text sila pag nag-swipe ka.
it's connected.
At least
The one OTP before the OTP.
may just in
may-
case your credit card was stolen.
Supplement.
Dapat sinabi mo, ma, hindi ako yan. O baka, pa-cancel mo yung card. Pa-cancel mo yung card. Fraud! That's fraud! Ha? Tas I'm hyperventilating ba?
Pag-cancel mo yung card, naka-check in.
I'm scared.
Nakabaon niya eh.
You just act up. Did I drop it?
Mom,
I dropped it somewhere.
Paki-cancel in 30 minutes. Hindi pa ako tapos.
But hey, thank you, man. Thank you for letting us know.
Thanks, guys.
Alright, we got more people who
we go.
apparently got caught.
Hello?
Hi, hello.
Hi, good evening.
Yan. So, yung sa akin naman, parang first year college ako. Continuation ng high school kasi uso yung cutting. Yeah.
Talaga?
So, cutting mga 2000.
How'd you do that, bro?
Pero cutting na hindi na pumapasok kasi hindi pasok. Yun yung term.
Actually, kasi pag nag-cutting ka na midway, tatawagan yung parents mo bakit sobrang late eh. Pero pag nag-absent ka in general, hindi naman usually nalaman.
Yeah.
So, nung high school, billiard.
Alam ni Gino eh.
Boy billiard.
Si Gino is tama no? LSM ka. So, ako LSQC yan.
Ano?
So, yun.
My brother in Christ. My brother in Christ. Alam na natin yung mga galaw na
may
ganyan.
mga, so bali yun, nung college Ragnarok, parang hindi ako pumasok.
Hindi ko batchmates yata tayo.
Ragnarok. Nice.
Tapos yun, hindi ako pumapasok, nalaman ng mother ko, and then, naka-uniform pa ako dun sa computer shop, ingay ko pa.
Siyempre.
Tingin ko nung magulang nandun yung nanay ko.
Oh man.
Surprise!
No, you know that same...
Uuwi na po ako.
That same exact thing happened to me.
Huh?
I was so in fourth year high school, I was part of the badminton varsity, and we had training every so often.
Yeah.
But of course, I would use that training and be like, may training ako Pero in reality, nagka-counter-strike lang ako. Ito naman, hindi naman ako nag-cutting. After school na to,
Okay.
sinabi ko lang may training pa ako.
So you could stay.
Pick me up at like 7, ganon. So doon ako it was called Pizza Fun. It was like right in front of Lourdes Mandaluyong. And I was playing Counter-Strike with some friends. And you know how Counter-Strike is. It's pretty competitive. You yell at people. You're like, PI ka! Ganyan. Like, minumura ko talaga lahat. Diba? Tapos parang... Lalaro ako. Tapos bigla akong binatukan. So nung pagkabatok sa akin, I'm like, Pooch! Binuo ko. PI! Tapos pagtingin ko sa likod ko, nanay ko. And I'm like, I didn't say anything. I looked at the owner of the computer shop and I was like, bill out na ako.
Okay na tayo.
How did she know you'd be there?
Ito yung bad trip. So she actually went to school pala earlier than
So 6
than
o'clock.
7.
Regular.
Mga 5:45 pa lang.
What?
And then she went to the grounds where we were supposed to be
play.
training, and she was like, "Oh, how come no one's here?" Tapos she saw one of my classmates. Shout out to you, Mr. Kiambao.
Where is he?
I don't know, probably somewhere in Australia or something. I think he moved. Tapos tinanong niya, para nasa si Gino, tita, baka po nagka-counter-strike dun sa kabila. I'm like, pare, hindi ka naman lang pwede magpalusot na baka po nasa library. Tita, hindi ko po alam, baka po umuwi na. Di ba? Parang wala. Dilaglag ako.
Baka he's at the CR, nag-LBM.
Oo, wala.
No, mga guys like that, they don't know how to lie.
They don't know how to lie.
And
He
it's
was a
quick.
nice guy.
And it's quick.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
No, they don't know how to lie. I know that for a fact, kids, it's training. It's the one who cut classes.
Hey, thanks,
Kids
man.
who cut classes or who are...
Actually, don't na lie. Just don't know anything.
Yeah.
Yan na lang eh. Kasi
I'm
parang
not sure.
I don't want you to lie for me eh. Diba parang lalagay
No,
mo pa
but
sa
they're not
konsensya ko
used
doon.
to not
They're not used to it.
being on the spot there.
Here we go. Another one. Hello?
Evening.
Hi, evening.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Oh.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yung mga unang senador.
Ano daw? Unang ano?
Unang senador.
Unang senador?
Okay.
Oo, pare. Kasi kahit anong sinungaling mo sa kanila, bibigyan kanila ng ebidensya.
Okay.
Magaling Galing,
hindi
galing.
ka nila pagagalitan, hindi ka nila papahiyain, pero bibigyan ka nila ng ebidensya.
Actually, man.
Pero I have a funny story behind that kasi. Kasi uso kasi yung Yossi, di ba? Yossi, high school, college.
Siyempre,
yung pack,
pa-cool tayo di ba?
yung pack nung Yossi, madali mong palusutan yan eh.
Okay.
Yung tipong sa kaklase mo yan, sa kaibigan mo yan.
Pero yung amoy.
May iwan mo sa bag. Yung amoy, hindi mo rin malulusutan yan. Another thing is yung lighter.
Oo, kasi bakit ka may lighter kung nakilagay lang?
Yeah, lighter is the
Yung
giveaway.
lighter, I have a story on the lighter na kunyari nawawala yung lighter ko.
Okay.
Ang gagawin ko dyan, hindi ko yan hahanapin.
Okay.
Hindi ko yan tatanungin sa kanila. But there's a console in our house na merong parang swan na open yung iba. Yung,
gets. Yung parang ceramic swan na bukas yung taas. Pag
correct,
mga
ceramic
random
swan.
things.
Okay.
Ba nauso yun?
Ceramic, yung ceramic swan na yun.
It's cool.
Yung ceramic swan na yun, may mga ballpen,
random things.
Paperclip. Barya.
Paperclip, scissors, okay.
Minsan may
so
gamit na hondo.
nawala yung lighter ko. Eventually, bumili ako ng another lighter. Nawala na naman siya.
Okay.
Third time, nawala ulit yung lighter ko.
Okay.
The next time, ang nawala na, yung swan.
Yung swan mismo?
Correct. Yung swan dun sa console.
What happened?
The next time na nawala ulit yung lighter ko, siguro around mga 5 times ako nawala ng lighter. So, definitely maraming beses. Nawala yung swan. So, nagtaka ako nawala yung swan. The next day, kasi lighter kayo nawawala eh. Wala naman sa connection.
Nag-smokes ka ba at that time? Yung bata ka?
Are you sure it was a swan?
Yossi lang ba yung ginamit mo?
This could be something else.
Wala siyang connection sa swan. The next day, ang nakita ko na doon sa console namin is a fish bowl.
Na lahat ng lighter mo nandun.
Lahat ng lighter ko na
Just to let you know.
Alam niya. Alam ng mom mo. Alam na.
You are living in a fishbowl, my friend. They are just watching you as you think that, I am living my life.
But do you remember that time na a lot of memories come rushing back because of this? Because I remember there was this girl that I dated na parang, she knew that I was smoking. So she was nice enough to give me a Zippo lighter.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, oh man. And I knew how much those was. It was like 1, 2, 1, 1.
Mahal.
Diba? So oh man, hey, she gave me a Zippo lighter. I can do my tricks. But at the same time, alam mo yung, shit, ang hirap itago nito. Diba? Kasi
mabigat yan eh.
Mabigat siya. Tapos, alam mo yung every time lalabas ka, dapat
square
dala mo.
So if it's in your pocket, alam nila Zippo lighter yan. Kasi square eh.
Tapos one time, nahuli ako ng mom ko ba? Yeah, nahuli ako ng mom ko. Tapos yung palusot ko lang parang, binigyan lang ako ng lighter. Tapos I treated it as like a Swiss knife.
I always have it.
And ginawa ko yun purposely na pinakita ko na parang, kasi bumabakat siya sa pants ko, diba? Ginawa ko, nilagay ko yung lighter without Yossi. So para pag nakita ng mom ko, parang, ano yan? I'm like, lighter. Alam mo, I was very casual about it. And then she was like, so nag-Yossi ka. And I'm like, look, I have no Yossi here. It's really just that I bring it.
It's like my good luck charm.
You're so sneaky,
I'm sneaky, bro. I'm sneaky. Magaling si sir. Because that's what happens.
Thank you,
Papi. That's what happens when you have ultra restrictive parents. You become sneaky. Yo,
you find ways.
My palusot game got so weak when I moved out. When I moved out of my house, like wala na akong palusot kasi I never had to lie about
anything,
going out. Not that I'm blaming them for it, but it's just that's just what happened.
I would actually cut out magazines. Cover magazines of different fashion. And then glue it on top of my porn mags, right? Bam.
Wow.
Bam.
You went to that level.
Until now.
Until you still
now.
have porn magazines?
I still have porn mags, and I put it in my attic.
Where do you buy these things?
I put it in my attic. Bam. No, I don't buy them anymore.
He has a subscription.
So I put them in my attic, and I left them. It's been 25 years. They're still up in my attic.
Yeah.
I never touched them.
This is in Canada na?
Yeah. They're still there. They're all the VHS and all the like.
What a hoarder.
Yeah, man. They're all up on the attic.
Really are.
Yeah, he is.
And no one touches it. No one goes up in the attic anymore. So whoever finds that stash is
You know what?
in for a treat.
You should actually go back into that stash and you never know. You could find some treasure there that people would want to buy.
It's all hustler, penthouse. Like,
Ako nga, yung magazines ko hindi nga porn eh. But I remember I had like a very specific Uno magazine because the girl that was on the cover was...
Yeah.
oh, okay. I still have that.
Yeah!
I still have that. I'll bring it in.
And
I'll look
naalala
for
ko
it.
pa yun, I bought that because I couldn't buy it when it was
Out.
And then I remember I think it drove to like Tagaytay or something. And then in one of the gas stations, meron. So binili ko. Tapos inuwi ko, nilagay ko in the... Because I used to stay in a triple deck bed.
Okay.
So nilagay ko sa ilalim nung kama.
The mattress.
Oo, sa ilalim ng mattress na nakaipit na parang meron siyang maliit na cart na parang plywood na maliit.
Yeah,
just so that it wouldn't crease with the frame. And then one time I get home and my mom is so pissed. And I'm like, oh, what happened? And she's like, I found your dirty magazines. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I threw it away. And I'm like, no! Like that was one magazine. There was not a single naked woman in there.
It's a gadget magazine.
Yeah, technically it is. But you know,
well, the thing is,
always
'cause you
like,
hid it.
bikini, ganyan, no, and I hid it.
Uno
So,
magazine wasn't even a porn.
no, man, but I
hate for her to see my mattress.
I paid for that magazine not because of lust, but because of love.
Mine was Celebrity Sleuth,
I was in love with that cover girl.
Damn. Your mom.
Hey, wait, sorry. Can you read that one? There's a third one that says Edsa Shang. I'm trying to figure out what she's trying to say.
Someone's asking what we're talking about.
No, yeah, you see, go down.
Down. Ikaw ba?
Lurfy?
Down. There. Stay there.
Third one from the bottom.
Ikaw ba yung may-ari ng Gino's sa Edsa Shang?
And I wish. The pizza place? No, I wish.
Gino's Brick Oven.
Yeah, brick oven.
On the third floor.
I really wish. They have really good pizza.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. What's up, man?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so related to sa topic, I had this same experience na huli. That was in high school, second year. So this is related to Yossi, and I was actually, parang nangungupit ako ng pera sa parents ko.
Okay. It's okay. You're not alone.
So what happened was, kasi medyo strict sila sa pagbibigay ng allowance, so they just give me like fixed allowance every week. So syempre, every Saturday, gusto mo ng more fun. So what I did is like parang daily, kumukuha ako ng pera sa wallet ng dad. Kasi yung wallet niya, hindi naman like 100, 500, parang gano'n. So parang iniiwan lang niya kasi sa may bandang sala with car keys, nandun lang.
Right.
Siya.
Thinking that everybody in the household is trustworthy. Parang, I'm gonna leave this here.
So I thought na parang, hindi ako nahuhuli, halamang ako, parang nakakuha ako. So I think for 2 weeks, okay siya, nakakuha ako. And then Sunday morning, nagulat ako, pag-ising ko, nandun sila sa may dining. Nahantay nila ako. And then, lahat nung Yossi and yung pera, yung wallet ko, nandun sa may table. So sabi ko, nagulat ako. So what my dad did, parang sinulat niya lahat nung serial numbers na nandun sa wallet niya, 94. And then nakita niya,
Nice.
Talino ng dad mo, ha?
Ang galing. Ang thorough. Pero, alam mo yung hassle dyan, ngayon pa lang nafe-feel ko na yung na-feel mo nung una mong nakita na yung Yossi mo. Alam mo yung parang, yung medyo tumatalon yung puso mo na parang, shit, nahuli ako.
Yeah.
I know. It's the beginning of the end.
And then what was funny kasi, akala nila nagdodrugs ako.
Oh my God.
Nila ako everything.
Actually, that's
good thing.
Because they're thinking the worst.
That was the
Negative
first.
Negative naman. No?
That's the first thing my mom told me when she caught me with a lighter and Yossi. Are you doing drugs? That's the first thing when it's a sign that
I wonder why it is that
from Yossi
the first
maybe because they
it's
feel like it's a gateway. Yeah.
From Yossi, she didn't even talk about the cigarette. She said, "Nagdrugs ka ba?" And I was like, "Why?" I guess because my uncle.
Or is it because you start lying na kasi? And
and then she kind of knows who you are and the people that you hang out with.
Well, I think it's because my uncles, her brothers, were heavily into drugs. So,
Mom, no, I only do crystal meth. What are you talking about?
It was just I told her,
drugs.
Crystal. Tito only did shabu.
Shabs only, ma. Shabs only.
He didn't do heroin. He didn't do coke.
I don't shoot up.
Mura lang. I told her mura lang yan eh.
Wait, so did you ever get out of it eventually? Like how was that resolved? Wala.
Well, obviously I got grounded. Nangyari sa akin.
Inulit mo pa?
What was grounding for you?
Hindi ko na inulit. sorry?
What was
in terms grounding
of
for you?
Anong grounding? No TV,
Wala, di siguro
stay in
pwede
your
lumabas.
room?
Kinuha yung phone ko and then parang yung sa allowance medyo mas naging parang ginawa. Tapos yung sa Yossi naman, wala, same pa rin. I still smoke. Parang nag-smoke pa rin naman ako.
I think with smoking is even if you get caught, like you'll find a way around it. Until you find it in yourself na parang, you know what, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
That's really
and then you realize, like, you know what, maybe I should.
Yeah, or you don't, and then you keep smoking.
Yeah, you keep smoking.
And then you enjoy life.
It's like one of my friends who...
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
3 kids. Thank you. 3 kids in her 50s now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And until now, pagkatapos kumain, family on Sundays, her mom does not know. Her mom's 80 plus.
Yeah.
She still walks out of the house after dinner, smokes at the back,
sometimes
has to wash her hands. I still... Wait, you still wash your hands?
Feeling ko it's ano na rin. Feeling ko the mom knows, pero it's more of like respeto.
Yeah.
Yung just, di ba kasi I've heard that so many times na parang
out of sight, out of
just not in front of me.
Yeah, and it's with the whole family, so you might as well.
Man, I'm like, yo, it's been
even though she still does
it's
it.
been 25 years.
I know somebody who's in her mid to late 50s that still doesn't drink in front of her mom.
Really?
Yep. That's
She's single?
Good on.
No.
Okay.
She has a husband and 2 kids.
Congratulations.
I know. All right.
One more. Hello.
Hi, good evening, boys.
Good evening.
Yeah, so this is actually a twist of the story of Gino and the other guy.
Okay.
So sa akin naman is, I was caught by my mom.
So nahuli ka ng mom mo?
Na sneaking doon sa room nila to get the Hustler magazine of my dad.
Oh.
Okay.
Great
So
choice.
I was doing it for quite a while. I was grade 3, I think. And then,
batang-bata.
yung pala ino-observe niya. And then one time, her friend was there at the house. She caught me na trying to sneak in again. And then they saw me. And then my mom just said na, wala na dyan.
Wala na dyan, anak.
Pero alam mo, kasalanan ng tatay mo yun. Di ba? Kasi
And then the friend of my mom, sinakyan pa yung nanay ko. Just said na, kaya pala ganyan kayo makap sa akin pag dumadating ako. So very, very passive, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Sobrang embarrassed ka at that time.
That is so weird.
Pero tama ba yung assumption niya na medyo may konting libog ka na
That
by
was
that
so
time?
weird.
Meron na?
I'm
Grade
thinking
3?
about it when I was growing up. Parang gano'n na nga.
Yeah, okay.
Pero sometimes
You had
kasi
the
at that
urges.
age, parang alam mo yung I just want to find out what it is. Di ba may ganun na, but apparently
But since he's been going through it,
meron na.
medyo his eyes have opened up to the real world.
Now, kids don't have to go through any of that. All they have to do is
phone.
Google something. You know, they can ask AI to come up with. Not naman AI.
They could sneak.
they could.
They could sneak around so much easier. Before, I had to actually go to my uncle's, go to his banyo, not even like the guest banyo. Go to the family, his actual room to use the banyo and sneak to just look at Hustler.
Bro, my dad is such a nice guy. He doesn't have any of this. I had to use my imagination.
Oh
That's
my
it.
God.
All imagination. Whenever Britney Spears' I Must Live For You music video would come out on MTV, lock yung pinto.
No, my tito.
Kahit 3 minutes lang. Alam mo ba?
You're like, okay, this is the good part.
Rapid fire!
You're like the good parts.
Get it. What?
I had one of those uncles that lahat Yossi iniiwan. Dirty magazines iniiwan.
Right.
Basta kwarto niya. Nakalatag lang yan. All you have to do is press play.
Yan yung mahirap kung masyado maayos yung parents mo.
My uncle was ruthless. He had like 3 wives. Man.
Well, that's why. That's why your mom thought about drugs.
3 wives, 8 kids, like different nationalities. I was like, yo.
But hey, thanks for the call,
Thanks,
man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, so I've never seen a hustler or a playboy in your life.
I'll bring one in.
No, you don't have to. I mean, I can just Google it now, Tones. But I'm just saying.
He'll send you.
No.
It's different. It's
Back
different.
then?
Talaga.
Oh man.
Tony will send you a PDF.
Baka medyo sticky na yung pages.
But what is this?
Trust it.
The magazines before I think were they're more
Quality pages.
They had a more finesse to them.
But I don't,
the artwork, the camera.
I don't trust
Now it's
magazines
just
and-
blatant, like.
But they said nga daw that some of the best
Classier.
writers actually wrote for like Playboy,
Yes.
Hustler, Penthouse. Yeah.
Madame X, that's basically Zeserics.
Yeah.
That's where they got basically ripped it from.
Oh.
That's where they got the idea.
All the way back then.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring some for Gino.
No need.
Well, next time you go to
I don't-
Canada.
You know, but that I don't buy second-hand keyboards and mouse for that reason. Because I know
May sticky
that
situation.
whoever owned it before has probably jerked off and then held that keyboard and mouse.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Made germs.
Yep.
I don't mind. I'll just wipe it down.
I don't know, man. It's just a
Pass.
thing.
Okay, let's take a break. We got Tomboy Philippines coming up. Stick around, and we got a game for all you listeners out there. So you guys can join in on the Talaba game. We got some great
Talaba game.
Talaga.
Talaba lang, ha?
Oysters shipped in from Ireland.
Hayop. Eh, but alam mo yun, we could have just gotten oysters from like, the supermarket or somewhere.
no,
But
no.
Tones had
From
to
Manila Bay.
fly it in from
This is
Ireland.
just fresh from
This guy is
Ireland.
like,
Sup to Mr. Ryan Depante, he's listening. Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? All right, 7-Eleven. Take a quick one and be right back with more of BNO.
Boys Night Out on Magic 89.9.
All right, welcome back to Boys Night Out. Saying what's up to our friends from Cherry, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
They sent over a high-speed ice cooling fan.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you. This is
It's pretty cool.
something that you use often in
Daily.
the Philippines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone has one. Doesn't matter what kind.
I'm gonna
I don't know,
raffle
man.
mine
I
away
feel like it's,
on the
it's
show.
getting warmer
Huh?
It is.
in the Philippines.
You think so? It's
think
just
so.
global warming.
As you wear your jacket.
Speaking of warming, it's getting warm in here since Taco Tuesday has a new.
It's evolved.
Has evolved.
We have
It
a
has
new
evolved
theme.
into something else.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's literally Boys Night Out.
Diba? Ito na yun eh.
In the room. We have the first ever for us. We've never had. We've had Miss Universe. We had Miss Florida or Miss USA.
Wait, is this you?
This is your dating list, no?
Hindi.
This is your lineup, isn't it?
Lineup ni Tones to eh. Sorry medyo ano yan eh. Pasimple
medyo-
mag-flex yan, ganyan yan.
Hindi.
He's like,
Ako nga pala si Miss Colombia.
si Miss Brazil.
Miss Argentina.
Samay
Si Spain.
Ano yung paso sa wala dito? Diba?
Russia.
Oh.
So we've had every kind of community.
Mr. Benetton,
We've even had the trans community
Yes.
showcase their talents here. But something big is happening in October. We have the first ever huge event happening at Music Museum. Tomboy Philippines, believe it or not. They're in the house. We have
Some of the contestants with us.
Miel, we have Mitzi, we have Jelly, we have Army, Antoy, and RV in the house.
Alright. Good evening. Thank you for joining us.
They got a sash and everything.
I have so many questions because we really do, we advocate for LGBT
Oh, yeah,
plus.
yeah,
We've had them guest.
Thank you.
And we try to educate ourselves and our listeners as much as possible.
Yeah, we don't want to be rude.
So we've established that there is gender identity.
Yeah.
And then your gender preference.
Exactly.
Like the person that you're interested in.
Yeah.
But is it safe to say that at this point you all identify as male or no?
No.
No, ayun. Okay, that's what I wanted to find out. Kasi nga parang I feel like tomboy is such a general term. You know what I mean? And it hasn't really been defined.
And he had a good question earlier kanina. He said, can we use tomboy? I'm like, I think okay naman sa kanila eh.
Yes.
I think it's not where
Derogatory or anything.
it's offensive eh.
It depends on the person.
Okay. Okay.
Some people would find it offensive.
Right.
So err to the side of caution, ask.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it the younger or the old? Because the older ones are the ones that
I think
tell me na, hoy, tomboy ako ha.
Older kasi parang sa kanilang galing yung term.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang,
It's a thing about reclamation
Right.
of insulting or offensive terms.
So it's like it used to be used in an offensive way.
So it's-
now you're trying to get that power back.
Reclaim it.
Okay.
Makes sense.
But the younger folks probably don't know the history kasi of
Behind
the
it.
term.
Right.
So they probably think it's still an insult.
Right.
That's why we're here. We want to educate people that for some of us, it's not an insult.
Okay.
So wait, for you to be part of what are the requirements of Tomboy Philippines? Like if you're gonna be a part of it, parang
is there like screening?
Oo nga eh, parang
Yes, we did. We have auditions way back a few months ago.
Yeah.
March 10.
We have requirements
VTR?
too.
Like, hey.
look at the,
Yeah.
turn to the left, look at the camera and
Yes,
smile.
somehow like that. We also
Yeah.
had ramps.
Okay.
Question and answer.
Yeah.
Yes, during the, yes.
And then we had to showcase our talents.
No.
Nice. Okay, so full on talaga.
Yes, and they have to also identify if they or if we are really tomboy or trans. 'Cause
Okay.
it's
Sino
different.
check? Main checker?
Honestly,
Ito, less quest ba to? Kasi we're Quest Broadcasting. Pwede na
We
kami
are Quest
mag-check.
Broadcast.
Baka this could be like the sister company.
Yeah, we can check as well.
Hindi, pero okay, we were also talking about it off air earlier na is this the first time that how long has it been since like the last iteration of basically like
It's been a long time, but it's
You're right.
underground.
Okay,
But
yeah,
this
yeah.
is the first time that we're very
Showcase.
visible.
which is great for everybody who feels like you grew up wanting to do this sort of thing or looking for people to identify with. So it's great that you guys are out now, at least in that sense.
That's a question. That's what I want to ask actually. How did you come out to family? Like, I mean, it's always been about the guys, right?
Yeah.
About the guys, scared to come out.
Yeah.
With you guys, do your family know or?
Yes.
Or I'm sure they know, right? But
at this point,
right. When they see you wake up every day, it's like, oh.
But it's also unavoidable because we are in the pageant and
Right.
there are so many people who've seen our faces.
Yeah.
Okay na.
I was in the gym, my friend go, oy, meron pageant. Maybe you want to interview. I'm like, sino? Check the fit. I'm like, oh, wow. They have video reels. There's reels of each and every one of them.
Yeah.
30 contestants.
For the pageant, who told you about it and who pushed you? Hey,
Sali ka
go for
dito.
it.
Oh.
Facebook page.
Facebook page talaga.
Tapos,
Tapos po, kasi po, sumasali na po ako before.
Okay.
And parang dream ko rin po kasi talaga na sumali sa mga pageants. So, noong nakita ko po sa Facebook, friend ko po kasi si Sir Kowi sa TikTok and sa Facebook po. And then yun po, nag-go po ako sa audition sa...
Can you walk us through the audition? Ano nangyayari? Kasi syempre hindi naman kami pwede mag-audition, di ba?
So Miel
gusto ko lang malaman.
talking, right? Miel, where are you from? You're representing
Angeles City po.
Pampanga.
O parati ka nandun ah.
I'm a trike patrol.
Patrol eh, no? No, but okay. I wanted to find out for everybody out there who is unfamiliar with the process. Kamusta naman yung audition? Like, what exactly happens when you get there? Parang may kaba ka pa ba? Considering na sumali ka na before, di ba, ng
Yes
mga
po.
underground. So, how was it like for you?
Actually, nung una po, syempre, hindi naman po nawawala yung kaba doon. Pero ako po kasi, gusto ko po yung magkaroon po ng new friends, bagong kakilala, dumami yung mga katomboyan na friends ko. Yun po talaga yung first goal ko. And yet, actually, lahat naman po sila is friends ko and close
Okay.
po kami.
Okay.
And then, ayun, tapos, nagulat na lang din po ako na nakapasa po pala ako.
nice.
Okay, another follow-up question to that. Kasi na-bring up mo na for this, you wanted more friends, na lumabas yung may mga katomboyan ka na lumabas na. Majority of the people that we talk to in pageants, at least in, Miss Universe, Binibining Pilipinas or whatever, like they'll always talk about meron talagang cattiness na not naman for everyone pero generally there is some form of cattiness that
the
is to be found
competition,
diba,
yeah.
in pageantry. So
Meron
being
ba?
as honest as you can, meron bang version yan sa inyo or wala?
In my experience so far, because I'm a first-time pageant contestant.
Okay.
Oh wait,
So-
please say your name and where you're from.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi. I'm Mitzianka from Iligan City. Hey. So yeah, I'm from Lanao del Norte, Mindanao. So I grew up in a very conservative household because
Okay,
religion
right.
and everything. So when it came to pageants, I was being pushed into Miss Iligan.
Okay. So you've participated in both ends of the spectrum.
No, I
you
did
never
not.
did.
You were just being pushed.
I was being pushed.
Was that like a mind F for you? Like, torn?
It's a weird thing because when I was being pushed to do the Miss Iligan thing, I was
No. Did you tell yourself, oy, ang dami maganda?
I never did because there was a point in my life where I was like, bawal magka-crush kasi sabi ni mama. So I had it in my head that
Ako rin, bawal magka-crush.
Whatever.
Strict ang mom ko talaga.
I had it in my head that I was gonna go to a convent. It was that situation where I was really convinced I was gonna go to a convent because it was weird that I did not feel anything for the guys.
Right.
Or if I felt something, it was for women
more than men, yeah.
Basta not guys.
Yeah.
So that was a whole journey.
Okay. So wow. So how long was this that you kind of thought in your head na, you know what, I'm gonna end up in a convent. This is it.
Up until college.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Up until college. But then, that's the thing. Like, when I found the community that I am thankful that I am in here now.
Okay.
Like, with my co-candidates in Tomboy Philippines.
How did you find the community in your
area?
Oh, that's why I wanted to come to Manila to study in 2013. Yeah.
So 11 years ago.
11 years ago.
It's been a while. It's been a while, right?
And then when you moved to Manila, you're like, nakalaya.
This is it.
It was actually
Freedom.
my sister. It was actually my sister who encouraged me to come to Manila because she knew it was a lot more open than it was at
That's
the
cool
time.
of your sister.
Yeah. So I'm really grateful now. Like in 2024, that with my co-candidates, like I actually thought that the pageant would have that, not exaggerated, but like exponential cattiness.
Okay.
I because I also heard that from Miss Universe.
Yun nga, parang it's such a common thing for other pageants in general. Na.
It is something that we don't encourage at all.
Okay.
Because it doesn't really help with our own our own character development, so to speak.
Kumbaga marami na nga kayong pinagdadaanan tapos dadagdagan
Ang dami-dami pang problema,
dadagdag pa tayo.
And I think the whole thing for the thrust for this pageant is to bring it together, right?
Yes.
Because there's not too many communities that has Tomboy, right? As their thrust to help out and bring awareness. Most is other communities.
Sorry, clarification. So when you say, Tomboy, because I asked kanina, diba, parang do you all identify as he? It's not the case, right? Like it still varies. So what's the qualification? Like, does it mean that you have to parang, I don't know, more masculine yung presentation nyo, ganon?
Hindi naman po. Parang sample na po yun sa akin. Parang pinapakita po namin. Actually, yung pageant po. Ay, okay na. Actually, yung pageant po namin, parang pure talaga yung walang halong chemical yung mga tinitik. Or kaya pinapakilala namin. Kaya napasok din po ako dito. Kahit yung long hair po ako. Para maintindihan din po ng mga tao kung anong klase yung mga lesbian talaga.
So parang it's not in the mind na, there's stereotype na just one look.
Yes po. Parang kahit sabihin nila, long hair, baka hindi siya tomboy. Parang ganun.
Yun nga, that's what I wanted to find out.
I totally forgot. So, tomboy does not have to just be short hair.
No. I think that's just the general idea that you have kasi when you hear it.
Pwede po kasi kung paano mo yung i-present or ipakilala yung sarili mo. Siguro.
Meron kasi, diba, remember before, I think, please correct me if I'm wrong, but like, I remember a few years back, there were like, parang, for lack of a better term, they had like the lipstick lesbian. They had ganun, diba, na parang, that's essentially.
I think until now, there's
Marami pa rin.
Meron pa nga yan before, di ba, yung colors? Meron ako kasi I had lesbian friends growing up and they were like, I'm a blue. And I'm like, what's a blue?
I remember.
Okay, so your preference in terms of opposite sex?
In terms of opposite?
In terms of, what they like.
In terms of what you're attracted to.
Yeah, what you're attracted to. It's still the same sex, or can it be the opposite? Can you be a tomboy and still like a guy?
So,
pwede ba yun? Or no?
Tricky.
No.
It's tricky.
That's tricky
I think
because-
you'd be bisexual if you like a guy at the same time.
But there's also that weird gray area where tomboys are not necessarily 1:1 definition with Western ideas of gender and sexuality. Because when we say tomboy in the Philippines, it usually means that it's a sexual orientation or it's also a gender identity, because a lot of folks call me tomboy on the basis that I look like this.
Right. You have a short hair. Like you have short hair.
But I am attracted to everyone I like.
And sexual.
So it's a weird middle
So it's not
ground.
as strict as Western definition.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
So
can a tomboy like another tomboy?
Why not?
Well, yeah.
Possible.
That's exactly what you're saying. Na parang, you know,
it's very versatile.
It varies.
It's versatile.
So it just depends.
It's not as strict.
When I define myself through like the Western definitions of gender and sexuality, I have a long list because it all applies to me. This list, but when I refer to myself as a tomboy, it's very clear to me what I am.
Right.
So that's also the thing about
Okay. So it's nice also the Tomboy Philippines doesn't like parang hindi ka pwede kasi dapat ganito lang yung
I mean,
ganito lang yung pasok sa Tomboy Philippines.
they're open to all.
Yeah.
Now that you, all of you are candidates, do you guys have like mga events? What do you guys do as part of being part of Tomboy?
Is there like a training?
Yeah. Do you guys
how to walk?
Or do you guys go like, okay, let's
That's a good question though, because like pageantry, like I mean, like the the more traditional forms of pageantry will have like yun nga parang walk training. They have to pose a certain way whenever you take a photo. You notice that, diba? Like that.
May swimsuit portion ba?
Yes.
Well, swimwear.
Swimwear shorts, ganon.
Can you imagine what
Kailan to? October ano?
October 5. October 5.
Oh.
The swimwear is October 5. The fancy suits and whatnot is October 19.
Doon tayo sa October 5.
Doon tayo sa October 5.
Okay, so do you guys go through the whole training and then you do like some community stuff so that people know
we
that?
did. We had some charity work, and we also have rehearsals this month, every Sunday.
What can you walk us through what happens at a rehearsal? Ano yung nangyayari?
Or for each of you, what did you find hard?
Oh, that's true.
In the rehearsal.
What I found hard is there was like a breathing exercise that we had. And literally, they were asking us to say abacada, and I don't memorize it. So what's the next one?
Tagalog alphabet. It's the Tagalog alphabet, so we forgot that JK
does not exist.
Or like we're in one line, and then we're going to say abacada, egahada. And some of us doesn't know about it, so you don't know.
You know what? You put up a very good point. Because even now in my head, I'm like, what goes after ha? Abakada ega ha. Yeah?
You're just stuck. You're like, okay, next question.
And we are Jelly,
yes.
you're representing
Navotas City.
Ayun,
Navotas.
And over here to my right,
I am Army, and I'm representing Morong Rizal.
Wait, when you represent a certain region or a certain area, is that really where you're supposed to be from or no naman? Parang
Yeah, that's
okay. So what happens if like dalawang taga-Taguig or something?
Yun na nga, that's what I asked it. Okay lang.
Pwede. Okay lang.
They compete against each other lang.
Yeah.
Right. And we have also
from Albay.
Albay, see? RV. So how is it in Albay, RV? How's everything?
Well, 2 years na po ako dito sa Manila po.
Okay.
So from Albay po talaga ako. Na-miss ko na po yung province namin actually kasi iba po yung
dito, eh, no?
iba po yung iba
Ayaw
po
mo ng traffic?
Traffic dito. Ayaw mo ng 3 oras ka sa 5 kilometro.
MRT, walang brakes.
But anyway, go
mas
ahead.
masaya po talaga pag sa province.
Yeah.
So, as in 2 years ka nang hindi nakauwi ng Albay, ganun?
Nakauwi po ako last year po, December. So may plano po akong umuwi this December po ulit.
Wow,
nice.
And I think the farthest away is
South Cotabato po.
South Cotabato.
Si Antoy. Antoy?
Yes.
Antoy.
South Cotabato.
Yes po.
Okay. And you've been here for 1 month?
Yes. For kasi sir, parang every Sunday meron kami rehearsal ngayon. So parang mahirap din mag-travel na
Pabalik-balik.
Okay. So that's
Pero she's been back and forth na po pala for
sometimes. Because you do have a business, right?
Yes.
Tama. Anong business mo?
Meron po kaming gadgets po. Cellphone gadgets and accessories doon sa city namin.
Sa South Cotabato to?
So far, meron na po kaming 2 branches doon.
Plug mo na! Anong name? Saan?
Vlog ko lang pala yung Roxy Toy Gadgets po. Roxy Toy PH.
Sa South Cotabato lang to? Okay.
Meron din po kaming page sa Facebook, Roxy Toy PH din po.
Alam mo,
Baka may
nandito
promo
ka na,
tayo.
magbukas ka na ng branch mo dito. Kahit digital branch muna, di ba? Tapos parang ship mo yung mga gamit mo from South Cotabato, dali mo dito, tapos pag-grab mo dito.
Hiring ba kayo, Toy?
Question ba, I know most pageants would always want you to stay single. Is everyone single here? You don't have to answer, but is everyone?
Hindi na wala namang ganung requirement.
Wala naman po.
Is everyone single though or dating?
No.
Partner.
Lahat may partner.
You have a partner?
I am single and
I say
Dalawa lang single.
We've got a few.
A few single,
And you met
but not
everyone in
everybody.
Manila. Your partner's in Manila.
Yeah. Mine on
For my
Tinder.
cases.
Good on you.
Back in 2016.
Okay.
Yeah. Tinder in 2016, not the best.
Okay. Not the best.
Not the best because the UI was terrible.
Oh, okay.
Mukhang you spent a lot of time on that. No? May UI input na eh. Parang, they could have improved on this user experience here, huh?
Ari, and you're
Yeah.
you're with someone now?
Yes, I actually am. I have no idea if she's watching right now. But I've met her here too. It was like the right timing because I was going into college and I couldn't really talk to my ex-girlfriend in the province. We were so far apart.
Oh,
She's
NCR.
in Quezon province and I'm in Manila.
Okay.
So it was perfect timing at the same time.
Sakto lang yung pagdating.
Yeah, tama lang. And how did your families, your significant others react
to you joining the pageant?
You joining the pageant and you becoming the official candidate. How they react?
Very supportive po.
That's good.
Nice.
Yung family po niya actually galing po nasa Cebu po. And yun, sinishare po yung mga pictures, yung mga videos.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Tapos, yun, binovote din po nila ako ganun.
Sabi.
May voting system ba?
Yes, sir.
Text ba to? Text?
Text vote? Meron ba text vote?
Yes po sa
How can people vote for you? Sige.
sa website po, meron po doon sa page po namin sa Tomboy Philippines po. Makikita nyo po doon sa bio po niya yung online voting po namin.
Okay.
And you can buy more votes po.
Yeah.
May vote buying?
May vote buying.
The only ethical vote buying.
Hey, louder for the people in the back.
Okay to. Basta may vote buying. Pwede dito.
But people can also watch via the live stream, and whoever buys the live stream, so that's 599 pesos.
Okay.
That will translate to the
X
candidate
amount
of
of
their
votes.
choice for 599 votes.
That's
Wow,
cool.
laki ha?
Yeah.
So this is gonna be wait, October 5 is one feed and then
Yes.
Swimwear.
It's the preliminary
Preliminary,
round.
yeah.
You'll see there the talents and the swimwear.
so that's 1599 yun.
Yung
That
talents,
was October 19.
yung talents nyo ba public information or hindi pa? Like, are you're working on
Are
it?
you keeping it a secret from each other? Na you're
Yeah, are you guys like
Yes.
Kind of.
oh my God.
without making laglag anyone's talent? Ano yung mga talent na usually nakikita?
Dancing.
Singing, dancing.
Instruments, if some of us have instruments
Hindi ba
that
pwedeng
we want.
coding ganun? Parang mag-code.
Watch me code!
Oh, watch me code.
Actually, meron po yata nagpa-fire dance po sa amin.
As in yung poi?
Yes po. Kaso po bawal po sa
Kasi usually yung venue hindi pumapayag eh. Hindi, pero pwede naman yung yung di ba meron yung the ones they use in Boracay.
Light and poi. Light and poi. Tama.
Glow sticks.
Yeah.
Question. So do you guys have like guys that you hang out with? Since you guys are tomboys, you have like a crew of guys that you guys drink with, hang out with, or no?
Yes. Depends.
I mean, halos lahat po lalaki and babae. Parang doon sa amin, parang wala akong friends na same lesbian. Parang into boys talaga ako and girls talaga. Yung mga straight, yung mga friends ko.
Pero varied pa rin.
So medyo all heterosexual, right?
You don't naman tend to just parang hang out more with boys, more with girls, ganyan.
There is a tendency.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more inclined to girls and gays for some
Yeah,
reason. I'm
yeah.
not sure why. I have like comfort being with them.
Of course. You guys have a there's a bond.
Yeah.
You guys see eye to eye.
Yeah.
Has there been a time na yung gusto din ng barkada mo?
Oh.
I'm sure meron.
Kaya itong dalawa mahilig sila sa K-pop eh. So magkaaway sila
pero
sa...
kasal naman kami pareho eh. So wala na kami.
Kasal naman.
Pero saka admirer lang naman kami. Like legit.
But I'm saying, yung type nila.
Nagsishare pa kami. Parang stick ko ito si Jenny.
Ganda.
O Jisoo.
Well, pag ganun, paunahan na mag-dibs.
May dib system.
Muna. I got... Okay. So, I guess the one who makes paalam muna or makes the first move?
Yeah, like, yo, I want this girl, okay? Hands off.
Nakakatawa eh, no? Lakas natin baka dibs ka. Alam mo naman gusto rin tayo ng babae. Dibs ka, wala namang gusto sa'yo. No?
Yung parang pag ganon, the girl's like,
more
okay, you talk to the girl, and then the girl goes, "Oh, I like
your friend."
Or more leading. Obviously, the advances are more towards the other person.
My last time that happened to me was my friend was like, you know what, fine. She was fine with it.
Oh, okay.
You're not gonna force yourself.
Yeah, of course. Oh, definitely. All right, interesting. Any other questions, guys? Regarding the pageant, regarding.
Yeah. I actually had because one of the things that I usually ask people who join pageants because I'm deathly afraid of being on stage for because it's different when you're hosting. When you're hosting, you're basically just moving a program along, right?
Yeah.
But a pageant is basically about you.
Yes.
You're showcasing yourself, your talents. You're getting people a glimpse of your personality, like who you really are. So I wanted to ask, what is the one thing that basically you really want to get out of this pageant and why you joined? Parang what's your end goal here when you join the pageant?
Wow, that's like a pageant question right there.
That's what I do, man. I'm a Q&A guy.
This is great practice, actually. Thank you.
I think it's really the confidence, especially for us tomboys who have been very quiet in the closet. I think it's our time to show people that we have those skills and talents.
Right.
And for me, I'd like to bring back the confidence kasi before I've already joined pageants underground. So, sabi ko parang ngayon, naging quiet ako for some time. So, I think it's time to
break out of your shell.
Yes,
Everyone else?
Me po. Actually po, meron po kasi akong nung father ko, since po namatay siya, na-cut off na rin po, it's okay po, na-cut off na rin po yung communication ko sa father's side. So for me po, I want to prove myself na kaya ko at kinaya ko po kahit wala po sila.
Okay, nice. Okay. Personal mission. Okay.
Yung basa ko din po sana, since nandito po ako sa Manila, nandito po talaga yung tatay ko, kaya po ako sumali para mas makilala po. And hinahanap ko po siya actually.
Okay.
So, hello, kung nanonood ka po.
Do you have any idea where he is?
Do you have like a full name or?
Romel de la Cruz po.
Akala ko Tony Bueno.
Ano po yun?
Tony Bueno. Hi, Dad.
Password po tatay mo na.
Sando child support.
Maganda ang benefits.
Alam mo saan?
Inheritance. Kung mayari na ako ng club. Akin yung yes, please.
Pinamuisan ako eh.
Pero do you have an idea kung saan siya dito?
Sabi po ni Mama is from Buendia daw po, Makati.
Makati lang.
So, never ko pa po siyang na-meet since birth.
Have you ever seen him on social media or wala pa?
Or maybe a picture?
Wala po.
Buendia.
I hope you find him.
You never know. Someone out there, if you know someone by that name.
Do you know what industry he was in? Hindi siya Magic 89.9.
DJ pa siya dati.
Kasi malandi yung mga DJ dati back in the day. Mga 80s.
Ngayon kasi wala na masyado. Hindi na masyado malandi. Respectful na sila.
Steady lang.
Dense na.
Hindi po. Sabi ng mama ko po, sa MMDA po siya nagtatrabaho before. Ngayon po, yes.
Matulis talaga mga
Hindi, sorry pero na-check mo pa sa Orense? Kasi I'm sure they have like,
they make files
of
Or
Hindi pa po ako nag-check, sorry.
May mga kilala tayo sa
Makati? May Makati ba? Makati, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, pwede. I can
Check
find out.
natin.
Check natin.
I can find out.
Kasi I would think, well, one is yun nga, if you know for a fact that like, he used to work in the MMDA, then maybe you can, I don't know.
Ask someone sa MMDA.
Or
they have like some back files.
Or like records na talaga.
Yeah. Or maybe someone that has actually worked with them.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean,
Thank you.
yeah, it's possible.
Thank you.
But I hope you find them.
I'll exchange numbers para we can help you out.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, down the line.
I actually just wanted to show not just myself but other tomboys that we can actually go out in the open and be proud of ourselves.
That's great.
Like we're not just like the laughing stock, like kaldag or anything like that.
Tomboy na Mimi.
Is that what they say, ba?
Yeah,
Yes,
they always say that in the comments. We have no idea why.
What do they say? Sorry.
What is that? What is
Tomboy
that?
na may Mio.
Tomboy na puro kaldag yung mga.
Hindi naman talaga
Tomboy na puro pakit lang.
Ano ba yung...
Kaldag, pakitaan yung kaldag.
They get really vulgar too.
Okay.
To the point that we might have to get the Safe Spaces Act a little bit more active.
Yeah, because you guys are the ones that are like not really looked in terms of...
you're frontlining. You're basically
the
pioneering
comments,
this
if you
whole...
go through a lot of them, they get really vulgar and very, very offensive. So
Well, if it makes you feel any better, all comments naman in general on the internet.
That is true.
Not that it should, but sometimes it's just how it is, and
People are idiots.
I think the more that you guys do this, the more it becomes normalized. The more that people, kind of realize na parang what they're just doing their own pageant.
So when it comes down to the LGBTQ plus, right? You guys fall under or
Depends. Really depends.
it depends on each individual.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Pero diba tama no, LGBTQ plus is your what you identify as lang,
Exactly.
not the preference.
Well, it depends because the letters of the LGBTQIA, it already encompasses sexual orientation, gender identity, and gender expression. So, for example, sexual orientation, that's the lesbian, bi, and gay. Gender identity, that's the trans, so many definitions of gender identity.
Meron pang trans na post-op, pre-op, may ganun pa yan, diba? Na parang something to that effect.
Depends on folks.
Yeah. There's just so many. I think in Canada nga, there was during the driver's license.
The gender neutral, the X.
16 choices.
Oh,
That's very inclusive.
That's very
cool.
inclusive.
Hindi siya male-female. It's as an itemized, categorized. Specifically.
I think that's way better than the US where they just put the gender marker X.
Wow.
And it feels a little
Mahal daw kasi ink.
simple.
Kaya mag-print ng 16 choices.
Like, 16 choices siya. When you renew your driver's
Canadians
license.
are nice.
That's very nice.
Medyo marami siyang choices eh.
Because I already know how people are thinking. Na some people will be like, see, ang dami ng choices ngayon or whatever. And then, but I think that's the beauty of it is because the more we keep talking about it, the more we bring it to
Normalize
to
to the forefront.
The more it's normalized, the more that we'll be able to come up with like a beautiful mid ground between everything. Na parang maybe we'll find out a better way to. Maybe we won't even need to state our gender anymore. Because at the end of the day, like, human. You know what I mean?
I'm sure you've heard this from family or friends or even online, but do you ever hear because I hear it from my gay friends, sayang.
Anytime.
Sayang lahi.
Ang ganda.
But never nila sinasabi sa atin yun, no? Parang hindi mo tayo sayang. Sayang?
Sa atin, hindi. Sa akin.
Para swerte ka eh, no?
Demonyo daw ako, demonyo. Lumayo ka. But for all of you, like, I mean, when they say that, what do you normally say to family members?
I just sing sayang na I mean, I that's what they think.
What can you do?
What can I do?
Teach
So
his own.
I'm just gonna, you're the one suffering, not me. So I'm like, bye.
Okay.
Sa akin naman po pinapaintindi ko. Pagsasabihan ako kung sayang. Kasi minsan, iba't ibang naman gusto ng mga tao eh. Kaya sa akin, parang ayoko talagang magkaanak. Parang ganun. Kaya sinasabi ko, hindi sayang. Kasi kahit
Yun naman yung gusto mo
kahit kasi naging babae ako, ayoko pa
Ayaw mo pa rin.
magkaanak. Parang ganun.
Style nito si Kat DJ. Alam mo si Kat DJ?
Yeah.
DJ
Yung
sa...
si DJ Kat.
DJ Kat.
Kasi pumunta siya ng Jansan din dati.
Exactly. Kasama ko last weekend eh. Same vibe.
Wait, but we didn't get to your answers pala. About why you really wanted to join the band.
Yeah.
What's your end goal?
I actually forgot that was a question.
Work a lot like that.
Well,
Sorry.
it's okay.
ADHD.
Same. So the thing about like Tomboy Philippines, as organized by Ma'am Chit, Reyes, and Sir Kawi Santos, it really does bring to light the different abilities, the different advocacies that we personally have, because we also have an advocacy speech during October 19. So it really shows the diversity and the fact that we are just as valid to live in the same country or even in the same world as other folks. And then we also deserve the rights that other folks get to enjoy. So that is really the advocacy, and we have our little advocacies within the pageant.
Whether
as well,
it's green living or whatever advocacy that you want to push out. That's cool.
Question. So to address you guys formally, obviously when we order food, ma'am sir, right? They
Pwede yun, ma'am sir. Para covered na pareho.
Para all in one.
Kanya-kanyang choice naman, right?
Yes.
But what would you prefer? Mia?
For me, nasa profile ko na po is he and him.
He and him.
Yes.
Okay, for me it's...
I don't like being called Miss or Mister.
Okay.
So I just say if they get confused, like ay ma'am, ay sir, I just say okay lang, kahit wala na, just call me Mitzi.
Mitzi, always fine with you.
Yeah. If it's going to be like the he, she, they pronouns, I prefer they, them. But really, I don't care.
You'd rather
so much.
not.
I don't care.
You don't want to
because,
complicate.
Yeah, I just don't want any malice put into
Attached
the
to
words
it.
that they refer to me as, because with ma'am sir, I don't like also the idea of hierarchy.
Okay.
So I'd rather that they talk to me as if I'm just their equal.
Right.
Not like I'm higher or like lower than them.
Master.
Well, that's different.
That was my whip.
That's different.
Yeah.
Si Tones. Don't get me started on this, Tones. My Instagram algorithm is super messed up. Let's not.
We're going the wrong way here, bro.
We're going the wrong way. We're going the wrong way. We abolished slavery a long time ago.
Well, slave.
We're jelly.
Yes, me, I prefer she, her. But
She,
again, just like Mitzi, if anyone would say ma'am, sir, him, he, that's fine.
You're understanding enough naman na parang, okay,
Some people doesn't really understand, and of course the way we look, sometimes
they get confused.
they get confused, so it doesn't really matter. But if you ask, then I'd say
She, her, pareho.
Yeah.
Okay.
Army.
Same preference, she, her, or ma'am. But I usually get called sir or he, him.
Right.
Like, even when I talk, I'm like, oh, it sounds like a man, so it's probably a guy. But then there are actually times in the bathroom where they're asking me, bawal po lalaki dito. I really have to go like this. I have boobs.
Are you serious? That's actually happening?
That happens to me a lot.
Ako rin nangyari din sa
You're going over for the wrong reasons,
Some female
Tones.
room. The female bathroom. Sir, bawal dyan. Talaga. So you actually have to explain that, hey.
Like I'm a girl. I just really want to take
have you ever like in like just for the F sake of it, you know what? Screw it. I'll just go to the mail.
No, kasi madumi yung banyo natin.
That is kind of
we
true.
can't aim for shit.
But I kind of do that. It's like a trick of sorts.
Yeah.
It's like the line is
lines
usually
are
long
long.
when a girl, so you're like,
that's right.
I really need to take a piss. I'm just gonna go in here. No one's using the cubicles anyway.
But we don't flash. I don't know why people don't flash.
Unless you go to a nice one then.
Yeah.
Then you'll be fine. You're like, okay.
Actually, you get the best of both worlds. Pag mahaba yung pila sa bar.
You got a little shortcut.
Okay, next we have Anto.
Ang preference po, she hair.
She hair pa rin. Okay.
Kasi mahaba din po yung buko. Kahit yung maikli pa rin yung buko, gusto ko pa
She hair
rin
pa rin.
she, ma'am. Parang respeto na din po sa mga tao kung ano talaga yung gusto itatawag nila sa
Right.
Okay. And RV?
My preference po is she hair din po.
She hair din.
Pero marami na rin po talaga, marami pong nalilito sa kagaya ko po kasi manly na rin po ako. Ma'am, sir, tinatawag po nila ako. Pero marami pong nag-a-ask kung ano mas prefer ko. So, okay lang naman po. Sinasabi ko po na, ma'am, okay lang po.
Have you noticed ba na as of late, mas marami nang nagtatanong talaga na, I lived through like
Yes
the
po,
90s.
kasi nagiging ano na rin po sila. Aware na rin po sila.
That's good. See, that's the point.
But I'm curious about it. When you guys were still all single, was there more times that girls would approach you to pick you guys up and ask? Or were you the ones have always been the ones initiating the first action?
Depende po kung gusto mo yung babae. Nagpa-first move talaga kami. Pero kung...
Talaga, first move?
No, me. Because I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know I was being flirted with. So I'm like, oh, you're so friendly. Thank you.
Parang si Toads lang.
Friendly lang si Toads.
Friendly lang.
Friendly.
I never realized until, for example, my partner now.
Okay.
I never realized it was a date until like 2 hours later, and then she held my hand.
So it was that, right?
Yeah,
She had to make the first
because
move
here's
on
the
you.
thing. May I? Because she did this like while we were sitting across the table.
Okay.
I gave her fried Oreos because I wanted to give fried Oreos.
Okay.
And then we were talking, and then
right
she said something like, "Oh, you're so cute," but she also did it. May I? She also did this to me. And I was like, "Oh, you're so nice. Thank you."
So that didn't register.
Because to be fair, she asked me to hang out. She did not ask me to go on a date. She asked me to hang out.
Actually, yun ang problema ko when I asked them to hang out.
You only hang out.
Whatever. Like for me, you have to be really, really clear with me.
Specific.
Yeah.
You have to forgive Tones because in the 60s, none of this existed.
Gago.
This is something new for our Lolo
I see a
here.
dame and I go for it.
So may lost in translation din yung mga...
Yeah, I'm sure.
Na
But it's nice nga na meron ng ganyang distinction of like, because before nobody would want to say, oh, let's go on a date. It's always like, yeah, let's hang.
Let's
Pero
hang
like, you have to decipher like, wait, she's holding my hand. Is she doing this because she looks like she thinks I'm like her brother or whatever? You know what I mean? Like,
Or does she feel safe?
yeah.
I have another question. So considering that you guys, mga tomboy, is there pressure that you guys always have to make the first move?
Actually, oddly enough, I don't make the first move because like when you
Pareho tayo.
you're like
Shit, we're the same.
Why would we do that?
But in reality, it's like I like feminine women, right?
Right, yeah.
And you can't really tell if they're a lesbian because they're
Right.
like feminine still, so you don't know if they're straight.
Yeah, you gotta have to. How do you break it down?
Yeah, exactly. I don't figure it out, so I just like try to talk to them friendly, and if they start kind of showing me those signs,
Right, then that's when you
that's
Isn't
when I
that
do
kind of
my
hard in
move.
this country?
Kind of,
Considering
but,
how we're not really forward.
Hirap, di ba?
Yeah.
To find, I mean, specifically, is it lipstick?
lipstick lesbians,
Lesbian.
yeah.
That means you guys, you're actually competition wise, ang dami yan eh.
Yeah.
Right? Like you have to filter through. Okay, does she like dudes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she into girls
Or
too?
is she into girls and dudes?
Yeah, you have to figure those things out.
Oh,
and you
man.
just figure them out when you're actually talking to
Is there a bar specifically just for the community?
Yes,
There are.
There are.
Yeah.
Like lesbian bars, yes. A little bit more recent than gay bars.
Oo
As
nga.
far as I
So
know.
parang,
Yeah.
In Metro Manila?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Are we allowed to name them?
There's in Malate, Makati.
Malate.
Yeah.
Vibrant.
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 Okay.
Yes. Miscon.
Oh, hindi ko alam yun.
Is that the one in Makati?
The one in Makati, I think it's one club.
Oh.
One club.
Where is
You see there are a lot of tomboys dancing. You can ask them to be beside you, drink
So
with
pag,
them.
so pag lalaki,
Oh, it is.
Pwede po pumasok. Pwede pa
pwede din lalaki pumasok.
Yes.
One club.
Yeah, Miscon and Vibrant.
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 Those are the...
Urban.
But
Urban, as in QC? Urban QC ba?
Hindi. Vibrant.
Ah, okay. Narinig ko kasi urban eh.
Urban.
Mayor. Okay.
I think, are they still open?
I'm not. I don't go to.
But then since all of you have practice on Sundays, do you guys end up hanging out even after?
Sometimes, yeah.
And then-
Unless I have my own like kind of strict schedule. So as soon as like everything is done, I usually ask, Ma'am Cheat, okay lang. Mauna na ako. Kasi may may ganap pa ako. But it's usually like because I've already had it in my head that okay, this is the time where I can actually rest and recuperate. So I'm very strict with that because I've had times when I had just everything is just in sequence and then I got burnt out. So I'm very careful with that these days.
But recently I hung out with some of the other Tomboy Philippines candidates, and surprisingly we went to Malate.
Kasi ako bago lang ako dito. So sinasama nila ako. Parang nag-explore. Parang
Teka, Antoy, when you say explore, ano ba explore?
parang doon kasi sa
National Geographic ba yan?
hindi pa sa. Kasi doon kasi sa amin, sa probinsya namin, parang walang ganong bar.
Yeah.
Parang pang lesbian. Pang gay meron. Parang common na kasi. Pero yung parang lesbian lang lahat, wala talaga.
So was it a shock to you when you went to the bar na? Parang,
first time enjoy agad.
Yung una po, na-shock ako. Pero ngayon, parang
game na. Okay na.
Ilang days ka sa loob?
hanggang 6 a.m. lang po.
Monday to Saturday. Sakto, pasok na practice.
Doon siya natutulog. 2 months ka na dito.
She's gonna open up her new branch na.
Malapit sa
Ma'am Chit, dito lang ako sa bar, ha?
Sabi ka ni Ma'am Chit sa akin, ikaw Antoy, kaladkarin ka dito sa Manila.
Might as well. Enjoy ka na. Nandito na rin.
Might as well. You never know.
All right. Do you want to invite all our viewers and listeners to please join you on October 5 and 19?
Yes, October 5, guys. So that's our preliminary round. That's at the 1690 bar in Amaranto, QC. 6 p.m. We have tickets available. So just message the candidates or Tomboy Philippines page in Facebook and TikTok as well.
Yeah, and for October 19, that's going to be 6 p.m. Saturday at the Music Museum in San Juan, Green Hills. The tickets, there's 3 tiers of tickets. So there's Gen Ad, VIP, and SVIP. So for more information on that, also just message Tomboy Philippines. I believe we still have tickets available for that day. And yeah, we also have a live streaming.
Live stream.
If you can't make it there, like you can't go, you're too far away, you're from another country, you can actually avail for a live streaming service, like front row seats view.
This is the one that comes with the votes na rin, diba?
For $5.99 only.
And then, yung votings po, again, sa online votings po, you can visit po Tomboy Philippines page po sa Facebook. Nandun lang po sa bio yung link, you can click po, and then click nyo po yung favorite candidate nyo or napupusuan nyo, yung bias nyo, and then kung sa tingin nyo hindi sapat or sa tingin nyo nasa mababa siya, like me, buy more votes po.
Pakita bias. Paano maging bias?
Paano ba maging bias?
Alam niyo ba yung criteria for judging, na ba? I've never been to a Tomboy pageant, so I don't know what the criteria.
It's kind of similar, yeah. It's kind of similar. So, talent portion. That's the rubric at least. Yeah.
But we actually have a breakdown because we're 30, right? So,
dami nyo?
Yeah. When we go to the coronation night, from 30 will be
15.
Going down to 15, to 10, and to 5 candidates.
Oh man, that is nerve-wracking.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and we only really know on the
night
coronation
itself.
night.
Yeah.
Because October 5, everyone shows up. On October 19, we all still show up, but then that's when
the eliminations happen.
I have one last question.
I can't. It's too much pressure.
Have anyone dated a guy? Has anyone dated a guy in here?
I had a close friend, like best friend.
Best friend.
Ako yung mga bestie na yan.
Or crush? Crush na guy?
Crush na guy? It's always been women.
I actually tried to do it before. It's like confirmation. Am I actually a lesbian?
Right.
Okay.
Just to make sure.
And then what?
Tried to make out with a guy. Tried to date one.
Yeah.
And I just realized.
You're like, nope.
Yeah.
No, I'm just not into you.
But even crushes pala. Because I have guy crushes. You know what I mean?
I did, but I realized it was more like I want to take your gender and wear it for myself.
I have a story on
I would like to take Ryan Reynolds' face.
Off air, I'll tell you about weird encounter I had. Really weird encounter. Yeah. All right. Well, you guys want to thank anyone?
Yeah, or if
Say
you
hi.
want, if you're promoting your
Family.
socials also.
Wait lang. Meron lang po kaming idadagdag. Good
Sure.
news po sa lahat ng hindi nakabili ng tickets. Available na rin po at pwedeng mag-walk-in sa mismong event.
Ay, okay, yung mga walkers.
Hanggat may tickets pa po.
Hello to our walker friends.
May walkers, bro.
Good evening.
But that's for both October 5 and the 19th.
Yes.
So, pwede na walk-in.
Yes po.
Ayun.
Then marami pong guest na pupunta po.
Napupunta rin.
Si Pelomeno po. And then si Kal.
Sino ang time mo? Si Chi? Si Chi ba?
Yes.
Time mo?
Girl crush.
Okay, sino crush mo?
Sino crush nyo in showbiz? Like,
Showbiz crush.
Yeah, showbiz crush.
Catherine Bernardo.
Catherine
Okay, good choice. Good choice.
For me siguro si Ivana.
Ay, no. Okay.
Mitzi. Wala.
Alright, Angel Aquino.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oy.
Honestly,
The
like,
spa.
OG.
The spa. Angel Aquino. Friend mo yung Tones, di ba?
Alam ko friends kayo eh. Don't me ha. Alam ko. Nagkasabay kayo sa PMAP eh.
Batch 1?
PMAP batch 1.
Catherine pa rin.
Catherine Bernardo.
The very famous Bini Mika.
Shout out.
Mini.
And for me, of course, President Nadine Lustre.
Friends mo rin yan, di ba? Siargao life mo, bro. Nahabol ka ni Nad.
Si Nad.
Makakarating yan.
Hey, but thank you
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you for being so candid.
Thank you to
also.
Les Quest also.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Les.
To our mommy and daddy.
Parents.
Good job.
Maraming salamat. Thank you for replying so quickly. There you go. All right. So that's it.
That's the show.
We are done and done.
Oh, yeah, wait. Your social media accounts.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Social
can
media.
they
Please follow us
Ayan.
on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Jelly Pablo, that's Gellie Pablo.
Okay.
Spelling.
Army.
Me, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. Facebook, Army De Leon. TikTok right now, Army De Leon. I'm gonna change it again, the username. And then on Instagram, Army Gene.
Okay.
Same TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Antoy lahat lang po. Same lang po lahat.
Tapos yung business mo?
Yung Roxy Toy po pala, huwag kalimutan mag-follow kasi meron po kami mga raffle doon. iPhone, pamimigay namin. Mag na 9 years na po kasi yung business
Basta
namin.
maganda, may fliping phone.
Hindi ko mananalo Tones.
Oo nga.
Hindi ko mananalo.
Anniversary ng shop namin sa October 28. Kaya abangan nyo, marami kaming mga raffle na ipamimigay. Yun lang po.
Bits?
I'm on Facebook, but it's not as active.
Okay.
But also TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. So that's Mito Quiero, MITUQUIERO. There we go. So on Instagram, I usually post because I've been going to dance classes, so I usually post the progress. So it's just nice to see like the progress.
Sure.
And on TikTok, that's where I've been experimenting with phone editing. So it's just a bunch of random things.
Okay. Fair enough. And RV.
Facebook and IG po. Please do follow RB Budlong.
And we'll
Lahat
find your
po ng, lahat po ng social media ko, RB Budlong.
RB Budlong lang.
Okay. Miel.
And sa akin po, Facebook, my official account po is Milgintu5, Guintu, not O. And then,
Yung ilang beses na nasabi to
and then yung TikTok ko po, Miel, triple letter L, and then 019, and then sa IG ko po, Miel, then triple L na 019.
Kapitan.
All right.
And thank you.
So check out Tomboy Philippines, October 5 and October 19th, and we'll see you guys there.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. And we are done. And we will catch you again tomorrow for more Boys Night Out.
Oh, tomorrow we have Pakita Mo Business Mo, right? Wednesday.
Yes, we do. My name is Slick Rick.
This is Tony.
My name is Gino Killiamore. You guys take it easy, stay safe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Tony, Slick, Gino, and 10. Boys Night Out. Magic 89.9.